sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, like I thought it was gonna be like type of like, you know, in somebody's living room type shit that when I saw the shit, I was like, oh my God, this shit is, bro.
I was just telling you, like, I really want to, I've been meaning to make the picture, like, there was a picture where it was like the Apple, like Apple, Microsoft, a few other like big corporations right now started out in a shed.
Yeah.
Just like in somebody's backyard. And there is like a compilation, it's like like of all the sheds. I just gotta put the offer.
Yeah, buddy.
Put the
Hell yeah, bro. Hell
there.
yeah, bro. And like how I seen you and stuff like that promoting this, bro. I'll say give it a year or two, bro. If you could, once you figure out how to like properly market yourself, bro, it's over. It's wraps.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like even we were touching on earlier, like it's kind of, it never becomes perfect, I feel like. So you're always just figuring, it gets like better and better, like as time goes on. I don't know, like you were kind of telling me before we started the show, you feel like your style came a long way since your earlier videos.
Yeah, bro.
How would you describe your style?
Bro, okay, so
because I don't really see anything like it on social media.
Nah, bro. So I love a lot of retro stuff, like retro videos, all that good stuff. Like the main reason why I started doing videography, I watched one music video. It was River Tiber and Daniel Caesar's West, and they shot the whole music video on VHS. I remember watching that. And I was like, bro, I gotta do this shit.
Was this like old video?
No, yeah. This is like 2017. I think they dropped it in 2017. And yeah, from there, I literally used 2 of my Dairy Queen paychecks. Got myself my first ever camera was a Sony A6000. And yeah, the rest was history.
That's a good camera, I think, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a good beginner camera too. Like, especially now because it's dirt cheap and stuff like that. A lot of my good photos I took was on that camera. It's a very good dual camera that if you need something very there's better alternatives now, mind you.
Is there a recording limit on it?
Yes, there's like a lot of the Sony cameras, unless it's the A7S series, there's like a 30-minute recording timer on it. So
that's the reason we film with camcorders, because I feel like a lot of the cameras that I was looking into at least just have like a 30-minute limit.
Yep,
and I'm
exactly.
Like, I think some of them have like a hack to get around it, but it's not like for sure.
You gotta jerry-rig that shit. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
What was it about this VHS video in particular that inspired you, I guess?
Bro, the nostalgic feeling, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, man. The main reason why I like the retro style and stuff like that, because it's like it reminds me back growing up and stuff like that, watching the VHS, watching like, you know, because like a lot of the old films weren't filmed like on digital SD cards and stuff like that. They were using like film rolls and stuff like that. So I remember very vividly I wanted to like kind of emulate that. So I was doing a lot of research on how like to color grade, how to power grade stuff. So like,
what's power grade?
So power grade. Okay, so the difference between a color grade and a power grade is basically you just changing the colors up. Like a lot of like videographers and stuff like that, they just change the colors up. A power grade is like, like it's actually like a separate program that to emulate stuff. So like all my stuff, like I'm not a gatekeeper. I literally say that to everybody. I use Dehancer to make my videos look nostalgic.
Dehancer?
Yeah, Dehancer. So it's a power grade tool that makes it look like it adds halation, bloom, adds how like old school film cameras where the sensors are always shaking and stuff like that. It adds the film grain, adds everything.
And you have a separate program just for that?
No, it's built into Premiere and DaVinci, but that's the main reason how I be doing all my videos and stuff like that. So, but I take inspiration from that. But I always tell everybody this: as an artist, great artists are good stealers. And what I mean by that, like I steal like a lot of my inspiration from other artists and stuff like that to make it my own. So like you know the freeze frames I have in all my videos and stuff like that. Yes. Yeah, bro, that's Quentin Tarantino right there. Okay. Like, yeah, because like in his older films, he had a freeze frame, and I love that shit. It's like, yo, that shit's cool as fuck. Maybe just add that to my videos and type shit. Like I said, the retro shit, I got that from all the 80s, 90s films. Added that to my shit. When I do the interviews and stuff like that, I saw a lot of interviews like that in New York, niggas in the subways and shit like that with the little card and shit, like, or motherfuckers like, you know, doing like street interviews and shit like that. I was like, how can I make it into my own? Essentially. And I think that's how art progresses. It's not like, oh, you have to jump and leap to like create something brand spanking new. Mostly because it's very hard to come up with a concept like that. I've been trying to struggle with that for a long period of time. Then I realized it's like, yo, what happens if I take all the shit that I like and make it my own way? So that's basically what I've been doing lately.
I wonder what people are gonna look back on this era as nostalgic. Like, what is the nostalgia of today's time?
Yeah, bro. I don't even know, bro. Like
people just twerking and just fucking doing TikTok like, dances. Like, that'll be nostalgic.
I be really thinking about that shit every single goddamn day, bro. Like, I'm a very introspective person. I'm an extrovert, but like I literally like the misconception about extroverts is that we like to go around, hop from place to place, never like actually sit down and think for ourselves, bro. people won't think I'm fucking crazy. If you ever see me in my room trying to think up a video and shit like that, I'm pacing around my room, talking to myself and shit like that. I sound
you give off a little crazy vibe in your videos. You just like, you 100% into what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, bro, because I think that, I think if you are 100% bought into your vision, everything becomes more authentic. Like, I don't fake none of my stuff. If you watch my videos and meet me in real life, I'm 100% the same motherfucker, bro. Like, I'm very unfiltered. I'm very, like, I speak my mind and stuff like that. Yes, I'm a human. I make mistakes and shit like that. You look at my old content, bro, I'll be canceled in, like, 30 seconds, bro. But nothing too crazy, though. Nothing too crazy. I do a lot of comedy videos and stuff like that growing up with my green screen. So I had a green screen set up. And I was doing a lot of video editing with that. I grew my TikTok to like 120, 130,000 followers and stuff like that. But then I started realizing that I was making content for other motherfuckers. I was making content for me. I remember...
Wait, what do you mean by that?
I'm about to tell you. I remember having 4 videos I was editing at the same damn time. And I was like, yo, they won't like this shit. I was like, why? Like
the people that follow you?
Yeah, they won't like this shit. And I thought to myself, like, why is that my thought process? Because when I initially started, I was making the content for me. But once the numbers start rolling in and stuff like that, all my posts, like, you see people on TikTok, they will have millions of followers, but like some of their videos will have like only like 10K, like, you know, views, only like 800 likes and stuff like that. All my videos were constantly getting views, like 30K, 40K likes and stuff like that. I think my highest was 1.1 million likes. I was going crazy on that. Then once I realized that I was making content for my audience, I fell into audience capture, which is basically I was making content for other people, not for myself. And as an artist and stuff like that, I kind of fell out of love with all the stuff I was doing. So I took like 2 years off trying to figure out my own shit. Was a social media manager for an e-bike company right after I got done with college and stuff like that.
What you said, an e-bike?
Yeah, e-bike company. So it's basically an electronic bike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was doing that for a little bit. Then I lost my job, moved back home, and that's when I started. I was working at Planet Fitness. I got my journal out, started journaling and everything, and I was like, how can I not make art for somebody else? Because throughout my whole years, I was making art, making videos for other people. Where can I make shit for myself? And yeah, now I'm just making shit for myself. I don't even care if it gets like 100 likes, 10 likes, 1 like, or if it doesn't get any views or anything like that, because I'm making it for me. And at the end of the day, like I'm glad that everybody's like appreciating it. Everybody fucks with it heavy. But like to me, like
that doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter, bro. I literally look at my content, bro. Every time I post something, after like a day or two, I hate that shit. I really do, bro. Yeah, even like the interviews I have with other people, because I need to always progress. But at the same damn time, I'm not the type of person I am a perfectionist to a certain extent. Like if something doesn't go my way, I try my best to make out of that situation. Then I'll post it regardless and go from there. So that's basically how my thought process is when I come up with a video idea and topic. Because how I think about up here doesn't really 100% translate to like what it is on the computer or on my camera and stuff like that. So like I know a lot of artists and stuff like that will sit there and be like, I can't do this because what's going on up here doesn't match up to what's going on, like, you know, like around me. It's like, bro, don't worry about that shit, bro. Just post it. Because like at the end of the day, you learn something. People, like you said earlier about the progression thing, people see the progression, bro. You're not the only one. A lot of people see the progression on my video and stuff like that, how the quality keeps on going up, how the quality keeps on. And yes, I still make mistakes. Like my earlier interview that I posted a couple days ago, I fucked up because I didn't have the adapter to my microphone. So like you hear me laughing half the video, but it's a learning lesson. It's like, yo, now Larry, remember, always bring your fucking adapter next time type shit. So it's always a learning lesson.
I think people definitely can get caught into that, especially like you said, when you start getting a little bit of success, you want to try to recreate this thing that had the success. So it's like, okay, people want me to do this. So you just get stuck in that phase. I think that's definitely the best mindset to be at. And I try to be in that mindset too, just to create for just creation's sake. Like it doesn't really matter like what happens with it. Okay, so you get fired from these jobs. Okay, maybe we can back up a little bit. So you're from Oklahoma.
Yep. Yeah.
What's it like out there when you said your parents were in the military?
Yeah,
like,
I don't
when you come
remember
out here?
too much about Oklahoma because like when I was born, a couple months later, I moved to Washington State on the West Coast. Okay. Then I spent 6-7 years up there. Then I moved to Georgia. Then I moved to Texas. Then I moved to Maine. Then I moved back to Oklahoma, to Virginia, to Hawaii. That's where I picked up the camera stuff.
Hawaii?
Yeah, man. I graduated high school out of Maunalua, shot Maunalua. Mauna High School. I went there, graduated from there. That's where I started. I was the guy that always brought his camera around school type shit, bro. I was that motherfucker. I still have video clips of like me in my senior year, my junior year, just fucking going around, just videotaping motherfuckers.
What was Hawaii like? I think I'm gonna go there actually maybe this summer. Did you go stargazing there? I want to go there because I think there's like the best, what's it called? Like the planetarium in the world there.
Yes.
So you can see you can really stargaze like officially there.
Bro.
Did you do that? How was that?
Bro, beautiful as fuck, bro. Beautiful as fuck.
Actually, I think you made a video about talking about stars. You saying some shit when you get over some hump, stars are beautiful or some shit.
Oh yeah, like back about old interview and shit like that. Yeah. I did a personal interview that like I think I don't remember because that was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. But yeah, I was talking about basically.
I think you were just like once you stop trying to be cool and you just like something along the lines. If you're being real, being yourself, like the stars are beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah. So basically, like but Hawaii beautiful. The ladies are beautiful as well too, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Oh my god, like everything about that state is a great state to visit, but it's not a great state to live in. Once you realize gas is like $5. Gallon of milk is like $8. You're like, damn, this shit getting expensive mad quick. That's why only the rich motherfuckers be living up there. So, but Hawaii was beautiful. That's why I started everything. Then my dad got stationed out in Virginia, so I followed my family out to high school to Virginia. Did 2 years of community college at Thomas Nelson.
Okay.
Did 2 years of that. Keep on doing my photography. I was more on the photography side. I wasn't in the video stuff until I left. Oh, COVID hit. I remember COVID hit. That's when I started doing the green screen videos.
So you were here during COVID?
Yeah, I was here during COVID, bro. I was working at Zoomies, doing all that shit, bro. Lost my job at Zoomies because, COVID shut down everything. But after doing 2 years of community college, I put in my application to Washington State University on the West Coast. Went all the way to the West Coast, bro. And that's where, like, everything started to, like, fall into place where I'm doing right now. When I was up there, the first year, it was still COVID. We weren't really doing too much. But that following summer after that school year, I was going to every single party. I was bringing my camera. I was being that camera guy. I was going to parties, taking videos, taking photos and stuff like that. Then I saw on the Barstool website, they're looking for viceroys. So viceroys is basically like the intern for like the schools, to run the school pages and stuff like that. And sometimes you make posts for the main page.
What school pages?
Like what? Like Barstool Wazoo, Barstool Huskies, Barstool, like Longhorns and stuff like that. So all the major D1 schools and some of the D2 schools have a Barstool page.
Okay.
So they post like random stuff. They'd be going around campus and stuff like that. I remember like a lot of people apply for that. A lot.
So you just like applied online?
No, I didn't even apply online, bro. I didn't even put an application. So basically, how I got the job was I made a hype edit for that summer. And I tagged the head social media manager at Barstool. I was like, I'm what Barstool Wazoo needs in the description. And I got a DM like 2 days later of he's like, yo, bro, like a lot of people don't do videography and stuff like that. Like, let me bring you on as like an intern for Barstool. I was like, bro, let's fucking run it, bro. And yeah, man, I started going around to parties and stuff like that. Taking photos, doing a whole bunch of shit. That's where my passion actually like settled down and stuff like that. I stopped doing the green screen videos because I was more into that.
Was that a paid gig?
No. So it was incentive-based internship. So basically we got like free merch, we got like free publicity, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did that for a good year. That's how I got the social media management job at the e-bike company because they saw that I was doing at Barstool Wazoo. But the company wasn't doing too well, so they had to let people go. So I was like, damn, I'm stuck in Seattle now. No job. They were paying me like $55K a year, so that's like around $26, $27 an hour. And I called up my dad. I was like, bro, like I don't want to move back to the East Coast. I was like, Dad, like, can I move back home? I told my friends like a bullshit lie because
what was the lie?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, the lie was like, hey yo, bro, like,
Barstool's got me lit out here, bro. I gotta stay.
No. I told my friends the bullshit lie of I still am working there and stuff like that. But like I was trying my best to find another job. But like living in the city, like sometimes it takes companies like months to get back to you type shit. So I was like, you know what, the best decision for me and my dog at the time, even though I got an apartment and everything, is to move back home. So I moved back home. And yeah, for the first year, I worked at Planet Fitness, trying to like, figure out myself. Then after I got the job at Foot Locker as an assistant manager, I started actually doing my videos. That's where you saw the one with Haley and stuff like that, the one with all my boys and shit. So that's basically like the progression to now. So yeah.
I actually got I owe Planet Fitness like $100, so I might never go back.
I worked there. I owe the motherfuckers $80. I didn't pay for my yearly membership the last 2 months, bro. Yeah, bro.
So you're moving around. You end up in Virginia. Or you feel like you're here kind of for a while now? Or?
Yeah. I'm gonna be here for like a good like year or two. I'm gonna be real with you. Like I've noticed that it's easier to grow if you have a home base than trying to move around and try to grow different places and stuff like that. Like the 757 is right for the taking. Dead ass. Like,
as far as creation-wise, content,
yes,
art.
bro. Like, think about like Tommy Richmond up north. Like, think about all the like the artists that coming out down south. Who's that guy? The country dude, Shabuzi or
Shabuzi.
Yeah, Shabuzi as well. Like a lot of these people coming out of Virginia, and you're just like, yo, like Virginia is like, there's a lot of creative scene. Like you go to Richmond, there's a lot of creatives out in Richmond. Virginia Beach, a lot of creatives out in Virginia Beach. But like, it's very hard in the sense that like Virginia's not known for creativity. So like. It's like New York is known for creativity.
It's funny because it's not known for it, but we have so many people that came out of here, and like the people that come out of here really like make a big wave, and I feel like they have longevity. If you think about just our music artists that have popped, Pusha T, Timbaland, Missy, they're not like these one-hit wonders that just come and go. I feel like everybody that. Cause I feel like it's so hard to make it from here. So the people that really do, they do. Like they just last. They last through time.
Facts, bro. Facts. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. And plus on that, like the biggest hump that I try to get over as myself is like, yo, like I don't have to do everything by myself type shit. I tried my best to do everything by myself because I was like, you know what? No one can really match my creativity and shit like that. Nobody can really like, do what I want to do. Then I started like actually like collaborating with people and shit like that. And I started realizing like, yo, like, as a videographer, photographer, editor, and nigga behind the camera, in front of the camera type shit, like I'm very, very versatile at what I do. So like, what can I do to like not only like grow my own fan base, but also grow other people's fan bases and stuff like that? Because a lot of people got a lot of talent, but they don't know how to market or display that talent. And that's where I come in, basically shooting for people, editing for people, all that good stuff. So that's basically where I found my little niche around here and stuff like that. So hopefully it keeps on growing and shit like that. That's why I say I'm gonna be here for another year or two because like I really do think that like making this my home base is only up from here. If I try to go to like New York, it's oversaturated. If I go down,
a lot more competition.
Yep. Go to California, a lot more. So like even though I'm making great art, it's gonna be overshadowed by people that's already established, people that already got the connections, people already got like here, like yeah, you can get the connections here type shit, but like it's not a big of a barrier or a hump to get over compared to other places and stuff like that. That's why I say like Virginia's right for the taking. Like I know Tommy Richmond's the top dog right now in Virginia, but like bro, like for any type of creator, let's say you like into photography, bro, like I shout out Joe's his name. Joe's take those. Like he's out in Virginia Beach. He's like one of the best photographers I ever seen and shit like that on Instagram. Like I never seen his type of art anywhere else type shit.
What kind of art does he have?
Oh, he does professional portrait photography and stuff like that. So seeing his shit, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, yeah, bro, you deserve those 12K followers type shit, my boy. And like, not only that, like everybody, like my boy Kobe and stuff like that, he's connecting with a lot of people out in Richmond as well. So I'm sitting here like, and this is coming from a guy that moved around a lot, seen major cities, lived in places and stuff like that. Like, there's something special about Virginia that I just can't put my finger on. That like, I feel like the best course of action is to stay here for a little bit. So.
And also, I think it's just cool. Like, I agree. I feel like that's one of our jobs too, is be one of those medias in the area that can take all this different talent that we have and kind of package it in a certain way to show the world. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just cool to be a part of that. I wouldn't feel as cool if I went somewhere. If I went to New York or LA, where it's already happening and I just kind of do my little thing. Mm-hmm. I think I would feel much cooler if I was like pivotal in putting the scene on.
Oh, facts, bro.
That just feels
like
cool
people come to Virginia and they're like, yo, bro, who's like the main dog around Virginia? And they say your name. That'd be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be crazy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it'd be crazy to say that in New York, but bro, like some people be doing that for the whole lifetimes and never break through. Like a lot of the great, like when you really think about it, a lot of the greatest artists never get famous until after they die. A lot of the like in history,
especially throughout history, like painters.
Right. Yeah, like, exactly, bro. And that rule does not change even in the modern day era. Like a lot of people don't blow up until they're very, very old, like older or like already established type shit.
Who's some examples of that? Anybody come to mind?
Like when I say older, I'm thinking about like, cause I'm 24 right now. I'm thinking about like 28, 29, like Tyler the Creator, for example, like, yeah, he had his own little squad, like Wolf Game Kill 'Em All and stuff like that, but he was very underground until Igor. Igor pushed him to the mainstream, and he was like 28 when that dropped. A lot of the major actors that you've seen and stuff like that on movies and sets and stuff like that, they didn't get their first breakthrough until like they were in their early 30s, very, very late 20s. Like, you really got to put in the work and grind and grind and grind. Only a few people, and this is where a lot of people get the misconception about like social media and how fast things are moving, that you have to be an overnight sensation. No, you don't, my boy. Unfortunately, like
you probably don't want to be.
Exactly, bro. Fucking exactly. Because like, if you're an overnight sensation, bro, yes, like there's some people that break through that and become like, you know, pivotal in the long run. But 9 times out of 10, you a one-hit wonder, for real.
We were talking about this recently. Like, there's literally one-hit wonders with content.
No, facts.
Just like how it used to be with music. I feel like with content, we're in this phase that music was in at a certain point where it's like, okay, now everybody's making music. It's like so oversaturated, filled with people copying each other. And if you ask like an older person, they'll be like, man, there's no great music today. But it's like you have to search through and find it. It's harder to find it.
Yeah.
And that's where we are with content right now. Maybe you could touch on that too. Like, I feel like trends are almost ruining art right now.
No, it really is.
Because like it even goes back to what we were saying, where you get this like success, or you see somebody have success with a certain type of thing. Now you want to do that. You like abandon what you're passionate about and what you really want to do to go chase this trend at the time.
And bro, and that's what niggas do all the goddamn time. I sit here every single day, bro. Like, I'm not trying to sound like one of those motherfuckers, but I'm gonna sound like one of the motherfuckers. Like, consumerism really does destroy everything. Like, what I mean by that, overconsumption. So like. Yes, let's say, let's go back to the example of Tommy Richmond. Like, I've been following this motherfucker since 2021. I'm gonna be real with you. Yes, bro.
I'll be honest. I just got hit once he blew up. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Chrono Trigger. If anybody is a true fan of Tommy Richmond, Chrono Trigger, you should know that song. I had that shit saved on my shit since 2021, and Stargirl too, but that's 2022. But why I fear about him is that like he has such a major hit song that like everything else preceding it might not be as poppin' and stuff like that. So since he had like the big breakthrough song on TikTok, on social media and stuff like that, all his preceding songs are not going to be like that. Then he's going to eventually drop off. And as a long-term fan of him, I don't want that shit to happen.
That reminds me of what I was talking to somebody about the Drake effect. You know how a lot of people would say somebody would do a song with Drake and they'll kind of just like fall off after that?
Yep.
I think that goes into, it's like people love underdogs. And it's like when you're coming up, like people love to support you. Like I can see you doing so much. I can see you doing like the top things. But now if I'm just finding out about you once you have a song with Drake, that's like about as top as you can get. So now it's like you're instantly not an underdog anymore. And in people's eyes, you're already made it to as far as you can make it. So now it's like, what's next for you? Yeah, it feels like you're already there. There's nowhere else to go.
No, facts. And especially in the music industry as well, because there is a ceiling. But in my eyes, like the cool thing about like what I do, I'm trying to get good at something that doesn't have a cap to it or a ceiling. Like I can always change up my video styles. I can always change up how I portray my messages and stuff like that. Yes, I have like a particular style now, but who's to say that shit's gonna change in a year or two type shit. And same thing with music artists as well. But like what's unique about like, especially what I do type shit and what I like is that like, I finally figured out to blend in the community aspect to my art, because a lot of my shit was just by myself. Like I said, I thought I had to do everything by myself, but like I really think I stumbled on to go with the you know, doing something like this, like the interview series, but make it like artsy and stuff like that with the red chair and shit like that. Like I really think I stumbled onto something great in a sense that like even though I have my own shit going on, I can always bring more people in and stuff like that. And the cool thing is like what like a little social media hack that I'm doing, because like I said, I was a social media manager, is collaborative posts. Collaborative posts is fucking vital because like it puts you not on your page, but also on their page. So now not only your followers are seeing it, but their followers are seeing it. So like I think I gained like 300-400 followers in the last like month because I started doing that. Yes, bro.
I don't know why, but I feel like if you collab with like 3 or 4 people, it doesn't do as well. I think like 2 people might be kind of
so
the sweet spot.
But
Like, have you tried to do with like 3 or 4 people?
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
you collab with like 4, maybe 5 people right now.
Yeah, I think my biggest post was Style 3. So that's the one I had me and 4 others collab posts. And that's the best post I've ever done. I think it almost has like 300 likes and stuff like that. My bad. Second post, because the first one was one of my first ever videos called What the Fuck? Like me talking about
I saw that one.
Yeah,
you was talking about the world. That one has like over 1,000 likes, I think.
Yeah. But that one I promoted. That one I was like actually like sending to people and shit like that. But that one, it was all, I wasn't doing shit. I just let it ride type shit because it's more of like an artistic piece than more.
So you found the ones with multiple collabs working out for you.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. And like I said, it builds that community aspect. Me personally, like I said, like I was more like, oh, this is my thing. Now I'm like, no, this is our thing type shit. And I'm reaping the benefits of that. And like I said, like social media gives you the tools to succeed at it, but sometimes you got to give and take and shit like that. No, I don't want to do the auto captions on Instagram and shit like that. I want to make my own captions type shit. That's why all my videos.
You know what, bro? Well, I was kind of captioned out last year.
For real?
I like purposefully stopped using captions just because I was tired of seeing them on every fucking video.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have to trick people into watching my content.
Yep.
I don't want to have to do this like super crazy
Hop
edit,
the hoops and shit like that.
do front flips and all this just for you to watch it. Like I'm gonna just make what I want to make, and if it resonates with you, watch it. That's what I feel like captions were. Captions and the crazy edits. It's like you're trying to coerce people into watching this.
Yeah, because motherfuckers, bro. I feel like everybody got, you know how people's attention spans are fucking declining and shit, bro. When I go over to my homie's crib and shit like that, all of them, they all have TV shows with subtitles. I remember growing up, I didn't have subtitles. I still don't watch a lot of TV shows with subtitles, unless it's anime. I watch anime with subtitles because this shit's Japanese. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But when it comes to
all your friends have subtitles on their shows,
bro, because like, and then that's what I realized, like, yo, this might be a vital thing, but I ran to a wall like you. Like, will I sacrifice my artistic piece for the leisure for everybody else? So I was like, you know what can I do to make it more fun and creative for me? So like, if you watch a lot of my videos and stuff like that, I try to do like, yes, I have my standard subtitles, but sometimes I try to switch it up and shit like that. Sometimes I put the subtitles as like big text. Sometimes I put in different shit. Sometimes I integrate it in the video somehow and shit like that. So like, it's more fun that way, in the sense that like I'm doing everything manually and stuff like that. I'm still expressing myself. It's not like the auto captions. It's not like one of those AI generated shits and stuff like that. Because you see a lot of motherfuckers like when they start off their TikTok videos, like a fat zoom in and they're talking about some shit and the shit pops in.
Well, they have AI that you can literally just put a video into it and it'll make you a bunch of clips.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
yeah, fuck that shit, bro.
Is there any other social media hacks you learned from being a social media manager that you can tell people?
Mostly, right now, that's the one that been working for me. But
somebody did an interview with somebody from Instagram, and they were like, hashtags are dead. They were like, hashtags don't
facts.
do anything.
No, facts.
Really?
Hashtags don't do shit. And that's just something that I've learned and stuff like that in my posts. Because I remember back in the day when you put hashtags, it actually puts you in the hashtag like little search bar.
Does it not do that anymore?
It does still do that, but people don't go through content through that way no more.
They don't even go to hashtags.
Yeah, they go to Reels. They go straight to Reels. Reels, like short form content, took over everything. What I mean by that is like, if you try to make something, that's why I stopped uploading on YouTube type shit. I was uploading on YouTube type shit, but it wasn't really like getting views or anything like that. But the moment I start putting it on shorts, people start watching that shit. Then that's like, oh my God, everybody's ADHD brained. Let me just start putting everything short form content. Then it's easy for me to edit that shit too, because I'm not editing like a 10, 15 minute video. I'm editing like a minute and a half video type shit. And I'm putting it onto a platform that people scroll through, they like. And if they really do like the aesthetic of it, they will go follow me on my social media page and stuff like that. Like what made me different when it came to the comedy stuff and the green screen, you know, like this green screen effect on TikTok that you can like put in any video, you can use your phone, and it'll take out the, you know, around you. I actually had, like I said, a full green screen setup. So I was doing crazy editing styles and shit like that. In my Style 3 video, like I was still using my green screen. I made a perspective look like I shot it from top down. Nah, nigga, I was shooting it from like how I'm looking at you right now. So like it's all about, I like to keep everything manual. If you look at all my lenses, everything manual, because it's like it's easier to be creative when you have control over everything than given like an automated process. Yes, I do. When it comes to like subscribing my videos, like I do use like, you know, the Adobe built-in like shit to like do my fucking
transcribe it.
Yeah, to transcribe the whole thing. But
what are you transcribing it for?
Oh yeah, like I say, I shoot a video and stuff like that. I do the interview. Like I transcribe it initially, then I go back and I edit it because sometimes it's not 100% perfect. Then when I translate it to like making it into like subtitles, that's where I start like start playing with it and shit like that. I don't keep it the same. A lot of people just like do that shit, keep it that way, and post it. Nah, I see the subtitles. I'm like, hey yo, it's already in Premiere. I know I've been using Premiere for 7 years. Let me change it up. Let me change the font. Let me change this. Let me change that. Like I said, it keeps it entertaining for me because like I can't post the same regurgitated shit every single day, bro. I want to blow my brains out. I want to fucking do that shit, bro. I get very, very bored of my content type shit. And once I get bored of my content, that's how I know I need to change something up.
Yo, I don't know if you've seen, but they say Premiere Pro has generative AI coming to it.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, AI taking over everything,
Photoshop?
bro.
Yeah.
We're cooked. We're fucking cooked.
Bro, I feel that's going to be fire. It's like, you use Photoshop?
Yeah, I use Photoshop.
Do you use the generative AI on that?
No, I do not use generative AI on that shit.
You haven't tried it?
No, I tried it, but I ain't trying to use that shit.
Really?
It's like, yeah, I'm the type of nigga that, like I said, like, if I can't do it myself, why the fuck? Like, I get it. I see it as for people that can't really get the shots they want and stuff like that. But like the whole thrill of what I do is actually going out in the field and actually getting something that's cool. Bring it in, making like a couple color changes, a couple modifications here and there. But like, I'm not gonna fucking highlight the whole fucking image and like change it to something completely different. Add a bear here, add this there, add that there. Oh hell no, nigga.
It might be hard to film a bear though if you want to get a bear in your shot.
Nigga, bro, I'm about to call the Russians up and be like, hey yo, bro, like give me one of them fucking trained bears right now, nigga.
They're right over there by Florida.
No, for real, they really
nearby.
are?
The Russians.
Oh, for real?
Well, that's you heard the Russian ships are right by off the coast of like Florida right now, like 90 miles off the coast.
Nigga, what?
People are trying to hype it up. They're trying to hype it up. They're saying it's because of the war in Ukraine, but they actually do that every year. Like they train with the Cubans, which is like right off the coast of Florida.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
nigga, let's not like cap that we don't be doing that shit to everybody else.
Yeah, we're in their backyard too.
like really in China's backyard, Russia's backyard, everybody's backyard. We're destroying everything in the world right now. Like.
Yeah, it's funny how media changes over time. Have you heard, like Kieran just put me on with this recently, have you heard of the Millennial pause and the Gen Z shake?
What the fuck is that?
It's a type of way to record a video. So a Millennial pause is like, just imagine somebody, okay, they set up the camera, they press record, and then there's like a pause, like they're waiting for it to record, then they start talking. The Gen Z shake is they have the phone in their hand, they're walking for a sec, put it down, and then like start recording the video.
I get what you're talking about.
These are like ways that recording the video evolves over time. But then it's also funny if you look at over time the way people act on camera. Like the further back you go, like I feel like
you're right.
Everything that was filmed was professional. It was probably movies or news. That was probably the first things that were filmed like on camera. So in those instances, people are acting like this professional way, or like how they have to act in the movie, or it's like a professional news segment. But then the more time that goes on, people are just like more and more authentic versions of themselves on camera.
Authenticity is gonna rule social media. I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
It's gonna ruin it?
No, it's gonna rule. Like it's gonna take over social media in a sense that like, if you're not 100% authentically yourself type shit, like you're not gonna make it. Unfortunately, like yes, like with AI, it's so easy to replicate a lot of different things now, and it's only gonna get better. So what can AI not replicate? True, authentic people, in a sense that like
can though. Give it another year or two.
Yeah. Hey, look, you never know. But like, I only reason why I'm not scared of AI taking over like the art scene and shit like that is because like even if somebody the AI figure out how to make my videos and is doing it like in 30 seconds or less, or whatever. They can never copy Laurentius. They can never copy the character on online type shit. Yeah, it could be some type of generative like AI motherfucker, but like it's not me. And people understand that. It's like the chess analogy. Like we have algorithms, we have computers for the last like 5-10 years that can beat humans already in chess. But you know why a lot of people still watch chess? Is just watch the human to human interaction. It has nothing to do with computers and shit like that. That's how I see AI, in a sense that like if you're trying to make content and shit like that and you're not really 100% authentic type shit, you're gonna get easily replaced by AI because somebody else is gonna do your shit easier and faster and more efficiently. But like I said, I keep everything manual. I keep everything very like, traditional and shit like that. I keep everything authentic. So like even if AI copies the way that I edit my videos, the way that I color grade, the way that I do everything and shit like that, can the AI actually like, copy how I move, my thought processes, X, Y, and Z? Nah, it can replicate it, but can it like progress it? Hell no. It's only gonna take the templates I made beforehand, not the shit that I'm gonna make in the future type shit. So that's why I'm not scared of that shit. Because like the only people that are scared are like people that do low level forms of shit. Like if you do simple logo designs like that for companies, you're cooked. If you try to do simple video edits for motherfuckers, you're cooked. You gotta be really, really authentic and very, very good at what you do for you to survive this shit. And, and it's like, you know, what do you call that shit? Survival of the fittest or natural selection is literally is the next natural selection in a sense.
I could see people wanting to watch humans over AIs playing chess. I think that even goes back to like somebody said like people like to watch content they feel like they can make themselves, and I think that's why TikTok is so popping. It's just these kind of just basic videos that you can follow these trends and make them yourself. But that might be part of the appeal. So maybe people wouldn't want to consume this art that's made by AI, especially if it's this like crazy out of this world thing that you never really see or you can't even replicate, like only an AI can make it.
Yeah.
Maybe people wouldn't really like it.
It's gonna turn like like what you said earlier, very professional, very movie like. It's like, bro, like can AI replicate the teen shaking, put it down, talking about random shit, doing it? Nah, it really can't. I mean, it could try its best to, but it never will, because like every single little nuance of being a human cannot be replicated. It's very hard to replicate. And until we hit a singularity of like when AI can actually do everything a human can, it's not going to be. So like me personally, like I said, like, you shouldn't be like too scared of AI when it comes to like taking over your shit. Like I said, if you're doing like let's say you're doing accounting type shit, yeah, you're cooked. If you're doing programming, yeah, you're cooked. But like if you're trying to do something that like that there's a massive human element, you're not going to be cooked, because like a AI or a computer can't really replicate what humans can. And like you said earlier, and like I said earlier too, humans like watching other humans do good, make cool shit, X, Y, and Z. Like once somebody realize, oh, that logo, that painting, that shit is made by AI, people will be like, oh shit, that's cool. AI is progressing, but like they'll forget about it like within like 30 seconds. But like the content I make at least impact on motherfuckers. Like they will sit there and they'd be like, hey yo, like, oh, I see what type of shit Larry's doing. This shit's progressing and shit like that. I'm gonna go out there and fucking like you said earlier, they want to make shit that they know they can create type shit. And they see another human going at it, they're going to do that shit. It's like the human element. It's like the chess analogies. Like, I'm not scared of the AI. I mean, AI is very scary when it comes to like the job market, X, Y, and Z, but I really don't give a final fuck like that, because like what I do, AI is never going to replicate it. And I'm very, very like confident in that.
They say the singularity is like when, I think they really use the term, like they use VR for singularity. Like once we can create a VR world that you can't tell the difference, like you can't tell if that it's not VR, it just feels and looks and everything is like the real world. They say that's a singularity, and then it's like then we can think like, are we already in that?
Oh yeah, it's like is this world a simulation type shit or is it not? Like did like humans back like, you know, thousands of years ago fucking perfected that shit to the point that we're all in little fucking capsules and shit like that,
like
and
the Matrix,
like the Matrix type shit. But I don't really think that, in a sense that like I feel like if we get to that point of society and shit like that, we're gonna be doing other shit. Like yeah, that'd be a cool little gimmick. Like
the VR.
Yeah. Like think about it this way: every subsequent generation is gonna get smarter, gonna get more tech fluent, they're gonna be different. Like humans like 200-300 years ago are totally different from humans now. The kids nowadays, you tell me motherfuckers know how to read and write at the age of 2 and 3? Nigga, I had like hooked on phonics and I didn't know how to read and write till I was like 4 and 5. That's most of the people in my generation born in 99, 2000 and shit. So like they're gonna get smarter, they're gonna get more capable and shit like that. Fucking look at fucking high school curriculums and shit. Like motherfuckers weren't learning calculus and shit like that in high school back when our grandparents were fucking in school. You
can also see that in sports, like in skateboarding.
Oh hell
As
yeah!
As time
bro.
goes on, like people younger and younger kids just do crazier tricks.
Yes, exactly. At a younger age too. So like humans, the cool thing about humans, we're very, very, very fucking adaptable in the sense that like once a kid grows up with that VR headsets type shit, it's gonna be a little gimmick in his life, but he's not. It's gonna be like how we see fucking video games and shit like that.
Like eventually he'll just get bored of it. And
yeah, bro.
Want to go experience the real world.
Yeah, bro. Like we got this whole fucking universe to explore type shit, nigga. We got like bars and shit. We got Venus and shit. We got like.
But you got unlimited pussy in VR. You got unlimited money. You got same reason why people play GTA.
But the main reason why, and this is me being devil's advocate, the main reason why it's the GTA.
For real.
Yeah, facts. No, but I'm gonna be devil's advocate.
I might buy a PC just to play that. They're really on the block. What's his name? T Grizzly. He has his like thing.
Oh yeah.
They're just literally living real life in GTA, like fucking hoes, robbing people, like I don't fucking know, gangbanging.
Yeah, no facts. But like, only reason why it's so cool to us and stuff like that because it's new.
Okay.
Like if you grew up in a world that shit's like the fucking the norm, like it's a different.
Everything is old.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So like in the sense that like I grew up, I remember always having a computer lab. I remember going to school always having a computer lab. My sister, she's like 4 or 5 years older than me. She grew up, never had a computer lab. You know what I mean?
Somebody like in school? Computer
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like seeing how fast technology progresses.
Now I
like
think
that,
they just have laptops. Like everybody just has a laptop in class.
So me personally, my norm is everyone had a PC. Everybody had technology and shit like that. Ask my parents, ask my grandparents, their norm is not that. So imagine being like a fucking 30, 40-year-old back in 07 when the fucking first smartphone came out to now.
You thought it was crazy.
This shit's crazy. You seen the progression, but like we don't because we lived through it. So like when the next generation comes about, they're gonna be like, yo, this shit is our everyday life type shit. Well, what else can we improve on this? Like, yes, like we have VR, we have AI and shit like that, but how can we improve on this? Like, how can we like change this shit up? How can we use this shit to do other things? Because I say humans are very, very adaptable. So like, yes, the only thing that will destroy humans is other humans in a sense that like, yeah, war. But other than that, like everything else is like pretty much set in like stone.
Yeah, I would say humans, we definitely evolved and we were into different things. Now we got smarter in a lot of different ways. But I think at the core of us, we're still the same as we were hundreds of years ago, as like 1,000 years ago. We're just this fucking animal.
Oh, facts.
That wants to, you have
That's
your basic
flaws.
needs.
Yeah,
you know
flaws,
what I'm saying? And it's like, and the world is kind of changing, like, especially today, in today's time, the world is changing so fast around us, but we're not changing that fast.
Oh yeah.
It's like our evolution can't really keep up with the evolution of technology.
Yeah, but think about it this way, who's creating the technology?
Do you think technology is inherently evil? Some people have that view. I personally don't, but what's your views on that?
Was that one nigga that was bombing out all the fucking places and shit like that because he thought the technology was evil and shit like that? I'm not to that. I do think that social media and certain technologies is bad for humans and stuff like that because it just exploits on the human, like you said, the deeper human desires type shit. But like majority of technology is good. Like, bro, I'd rather have a refrigerator. I'd rather have a computer. I'd rather have all this shit. I don't want to be back in the day when motherfuckers were like,
back when times were so simple. Like, all right, go back there. You can live like that now.
No, I mean, yeah, technically, but like, think about it this way. Think about like when I go to sleep and wake up, the worst thing that can happen to me is like, oh, I forgot my phone was on the charger. Niggas back in the day went to sleep, woke up, the Mongolians were attacking, burning down the village, chopping off niggas' heads. Like, it's a totally different like landscape of where we at now. So like, yes, we can go back to like the to the olden days, but I don't think we already let open Pandora's box. So technology is here to stay. So what can we do now? It's like we had to find a healthy balance of even out technology and the human aspect. We can't just have the technology take over. We can't have the human aspect take over because the human aspect take over, we're going back to the olden times. The technology aspect to take over, we're going back to this AI dystopian future type shit. So we got to keep that little balance going on.
Keep the balance. And I know some people say that technology and all these like creature comforts and convenience that we live with now has made us weak. And and you say technology is not going anywhere. That's not the case. That could not be the case either. Like you said, war, it could be an attack. It could be, they can knock down the power grid, the internet. Like, all this shit's pretty fragile. And it's if something does happen to it, are we prepared? Are we going to be able to move on as a civilization now that we're so used to living this way?
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, if the fucking power grids turn off tomorrow and all the internet goes down, yeah, it's going to be fucking total chaos and shit like that. But, like,
It's like what's the saying? It's like strong men make easy times. Easy times make weak men.
Yeah, weak men makes hard times type shit. But like, it's an endless cycle in the sense that like the type of wars we're fighting now is not like niggas in the trenches type shit. Niggas winding up in battle.
They in the trenches in Ukraine right now.
I mean, yeah, but niggas, half the fucking shit is like niggas in drones and shit like that, blowing up tanks and shit. Like
drones, they got like Walmart drones.
Nigga with a C4 stepped on that shit like Call of Duty.
They got these like, it's like $1,000 like cheap ass drones, like fucking up $1 billion weapons.
Yeah, and that's the new age and shit like that. So like, and my dad was the IT guy in the military and shit like that. He's like, yeah, in the next like 10, 15 years, like all wars gonna be fought through electronics. It's not gonna be fought through like humans actually like interacting with each other type shit. And that's how, like I said, the progression of humans. Like, yeah, it's gonna get to a point that like, yeah, instead of going to war and like actually shooting a motherfucker, like you will go to war and turn off their internet type shit. You will go to war, turn off their refrigeration,
cut their power, cut their water.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And that's how the new war is gonna be fought. It's not gonna be fought like niggas like so yeah. we are creating weak people, but like, and how society's going right now, not a lot of people's going to survive if that shit happens. But like, I don't think it's going to happen in the sense that like we have a lot of fail safes in place for it to not just be like that.
You think
like,
so?
Oh hell yeah, bro! Like if the power grid gets knocked out by a foreign entity, bro, like you acting like we don't have like a nuclear power plant or fucking backup generators and shit like that.
Is all that shit ready to go though? That's the question.
What's that?
Is it ready to go?
Oh hell yeah, bro! The fuck. Like, bro, they do regular testings of that shit every single goddamn day because they're scared. They're scared of the same.
See, I would hope they are. Yeah, I want to have faith they are, but I feel like I've seen people say that our power grid is fragile, and like people can, like China or something, like can't really attack it, and there's like not much we can do about it.
Why they haven't attacked us yet? It's like the nuclear war argument. It's like why the fuck would we use nukes now? Because if we use a nuke, everybody else is gonna use nukes. You know what I mean? Like, imagine being a country that you love your country so damn much, you love everybody around you and shit like that. Why the fuck would you nuke the next door neighbor or nuke your biggest rival?
They'll nuke
you back. So you have nothing else to lead. You have nobody else because everybody's fucking dead.
Bro, I saw this guy talking about, I think his name is Scott Ritter. He used to be like a U.S. weapons specialist. He was talking about America's nuclear plan.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, America's nuclear plan that is, if let's say hypothetically we go to nuclear war with Russia, not only will America take out Russia, they'll take out the whole world, every country.
Oh, facts.
Because they want to. He was like, America's plan is if there is a nuclear war after it's all over, America, they still want to have the biggest population. So like they wouldn't want India or some other country, random country, to have a bigger population and be stronger than us. So even if we're not at war with them, they'll take them out too.
Oh yeah, facts. But like you gotta think about like the nuclear radiation, like the fallout, shit traveling across the world and shit like that. Like who wants to destroy the only shit that we got? You know what I mean? So like
some crazy fucking people. There is crazy. It's like we grew up seeing all these evil mad scientists in movies. It's like, do these people really exist? Is there really some scientist somewhere like? How am I going to end the world today? Like,
if anything, I don't think it's going to be nuclear war. I think some niggas going to release like a virus that's going to take out like half the population type shit, bro. Like if anything,
they practiced that a few years ago.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro.
There was a little test run.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm telling you, like
put your mask on.
You can kind of stop a nuclear fallout, but can you stop like a virus that is some invisible nigga coming into your lungs and killing you? Nah, bro.
The invisible enemy.
Yeah, bro. Like that's the shit I'm scared of. Niggas talk about nuclear war. Fuck that shit, nigga. Like no one's going. It's got to a point that like bio weapons are way more scarier than fucking because like they can just set it off in the middle of a city, no one would know, and niggas would just start dying. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm scared about. Like imagine setting up a bio fucking weapon in the middle of fucking New York. Shit, everybody gonna be dead type shit. And that if talk about evil sciences and shit like that, I'm telling you, bro, shit gonna happen. But that's the thing though, like. Do you honestly like when the government spies on you type shit?
I mean, I feel like I'm not really doing anything that's worth spying on. Like, so I don't really care if it's keeping us safe, I guess. I mean,
yeah.
But there is a level of like, damn, like I wish I had some privacy.
Oh yeah, bro. Like I don't give a fuck that my FBI agent knows my porn history. I don't give a fuck. Like if I know that I ain't doing shit, bro, like they're wasting their time on me type shit. You know what I mean? So I don't care if they're like snipping through my shit. Cause like at the end of the day, bro, like if I'm doing actually bad shit, bro, like they be being knock on my door type shit, be like, yo, get on the ground.
Bro, there was people, I seen videos on Facebook of the FBI going to people's houses. It was like they went to it was like a black lady's house, and I think she posted just a pro-Palestinian Facebook post.
Nigga, what?
They pulled up to her house to question her. She was like, this is America. I can say whatever the fuck I want. Get off my property.
That's when shit gets crazy. Like if the government was like going through niggas' computers and saw schematics to a nuclear bomb or schematics to a bio.
It's like, yeah, I hope they find that.
Yeah, I hope they find them niggas. But like you gonna pull up to a lady's crib that's like pro.
What's that dude, Edward Snowden? He like exposed all how like the CIA was watching everybody, and I think they're still looking for him. Like he escaped to a different country.
No, he's seeking asylum in Russia right now.
He's in Russia?
Yeah, he's in Russia right now. And Russia's like, yo, bro, you cool as fuck to us, man. You can stay here. But think about it this way: the CIA is always trying to kill that nigga, bro. Like he's like safe off the grid somewhere, bro. Like no one knows where he's at besides like the Russian authorities, and Russia's not gonna give no information about where he's at because he knows so much about America. Like, why the fuck will you kill him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he might be giving us some info on us. Okay, so I also noticed you put a lot of your like personal thoughts and how you feel about things in your content.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Like I said, that's the authentic part. Like, bro, like, it's very hard. Like, I'm the type of motherfucker to, like, say what's on his mind and deal with the repercussions later. Like, like, how I view the world is not going to be 100% how everybody else views the world and shit like that. And I'm 100% okay with that shit. Like, I always make jokes that, like I said, the joke earlier, like, yeah, bro, like, how I, like, progression, for example, how I can perceive the world and how my thought processes and what I believe is right and wrong changes over time. Like, if you talk to me when I was 19 years old, I probably believed in totally fucking different things than I am now. Like, I can't even think of the top of my head right now. But so me personally, like, I always put my genuine thoughts out there. I see my videos as like journal entries. So I can go back in time and be like, oh, that's what I thought back then. Nah, I think about it different now, but like, it's cool to see that progression type shit. So I think more of the thought processes and stuff like that is more for me than anything. But like, yeah, it's cool when I see people relate to that shit and stuff like that. Like, one of my videos, I talk about how I like tall women and shit like that, because like all the photography and shit like that, and I used to mess around with a lot of like taller women, like models and shit like that. Now that like I'm older and shit like that, I don't care about if the woman's tall or not and stuff like that. So that's how I know my shit. That's how you know my shit changed and shit like that. And,
Short women cool now.
What was that?
Short women cool now.
Hey, look, they all right.
you had a video where you were talking about how poor white people from the country and poor black people from
they have a lot of shit in common.
Yeah, they're like the same people.
Yeah, bro.
Poor black people from the inner cities, what you were saying. Mm-hmm. I feel like I agree with that.
Yo,
I feel like in America right now, we're so divided, and it's kind of hard to see just how we are all just Americans. I thought that was like a powerful video.
Yeah, bro. It's the biggest.
You were like they both love guns. Yep. They both love God. They'll both shoot you if you walk down the wrong street. I was like, yo.
I really think it's the biggest psyop in America. Like, in the sense that, like, you look at Fox News and shit like that, it's so pro-white to the point that, like, if you talk to a motherfucker in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, they will think that every single black person is some gangster type shit, bro. But the same thing vice versa, though.
You'll think every white person is a racist.
Yeah, on CNN, you think everybody white person is out to get you. And like, they're like, you know, they're this boogeyman and shit like that. It's not like that.
It's
bro.
funny how racism always finds a way to come back. Like, I'm 28, so I remember like we were growing up, and like in my generation, we're like, yo, racism is over. Like, we're not on that. Like, no, I didn't really know anybody racist like in our age group when we were growing up. It's like, yo, we really finally over racism.
Yeah,
somehow always comes back, and it's like, I feel like it's an agenda.
No, it is.
They're like pushing it on us.
No, it's pushed by the older generations. If you watch one of my older videos, I'm not ableist, I'm not sexist, I'm not none of that shit. I'm ageist as fuck. I hate old people, bro. Like, mark that shit. Like, in my honest opinion, like, a lot of the old ways of thinking and shit like that needs to be fucking dead. In the sense that, like, if you really think about it, especially in the South, a lot of our grandparents went through segregated schools. A lot of our parents went through segregated schools. We're like one of the first generations and stuff like that. Millennials too, like half of the millennials, like, that actually grew up in integrated schools. So like, to us, like, it's nice to see, like, you know, little white kids looking up to like Michael Jordan and shit like that, a black man. But when our grandparents were growing up, that never happened. You see, you know what I mean?
They hated that shit. Like,
yeah, facts, bro. And same thing vice versa, bro. Like, I know like a lot of like black people I know that like look up to white people and shit like that. But you look to the old generations, you can feel the hate they have for different groups of people. You can like especially in the South and shit like that, like, some of my boys are in interracial relationships and shit like that. Like, they're dating white chicks and shit like that. And the way that like the older generation just hates that shit is so weird. It's like, bro, like, we see past that shit, but they don't.
They watch a lot of Dr. Umar.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. The fucking what do you call them shits? The Hotep motherfuckers.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I always felt like that's why people like Dr. Umar and like Minister Farrakhan didn't have such a big black audience. I feel like they're not as big as they could be, and I feel like because it's ultimately because they are divisive.
Oh yeah, bro. Like,
it's like they're pushing, like, just how a white person might push white supremacy. I feel like they're
literally black supremacists. They're literally black supremacists, bro. When you hear them talking about, oh yeah, bro, if you're a mixed kid, bro, you're a fucking abomination. That's what Dr. Umar believes, bro. Like, it's crazy. I'm sitting here like, bro, like, yes, he has fucking memes. Just like how all the Trump people love Trump because of all the memes and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
give me that water.
Like, Dr. Umar, I like Dr. Umar in the sense that like he's saying so much outrageous shit that is so fucking funny, bro. Like, but in the sense that like how he perceives the world, I can't agree with that shit, bro. Like me personally, I fell in love with a lot of different aspects of different cultures and shit like that. That's the greatest strength and the greatest weakness of America is our diversity. Diversity.
We're forgetting that right now.
Oh yeah, bro. Because like I said, it's older people, bro. It's older people. How old is Dr. Umar? Like 50 something, 60 something.
Older people, and there's also it could be our fault too if you haven't been around the world. You haven't seen how it is in other countries. If you go to other countries, like I'm from Bosnia. I'm Bosnian. It's just all Bosnian people there. And that it is what it is. There's a lot of countries like that, but that's what's special about America. We are all here. We all can live together. We all can share our cultures, and we can all get better. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. And I feel like they don't want us to see that right now.
Oh,
and
yeah,
ultimately, it's for votes. It's for money. It's the oldest tactic in the book: divide and conquer.
Yeah, bro, for real. No, I'm gonna be real with you, but like I said, think about who's in power. We have literally the oldest fucking legislative in American history right now. Our average age, bro, that nigga has dementia.
Bro, have you seen? I just seen a meme yesterday. It was like it took Biden 3 seconds It took Biden exactly 3 seconds to forget he shook bro's hand.
Yes, bro.
Then he's walking off at the the golf match, I think.
Oh god.
Everybody else walking over to him, make it look like it wasn't weird, like he was supposed to stand right there. What is going on,
bro? There's clips online. You can look at this nigga in the 1970s giving us speeches. Yes.
I think he was actually like a great speaker back then. Like, he was like a powerful speaker.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Why is a nigga in the 70s that was in the Senate in the 70s fucking still in Congress and
also he didn't fix shit since the 70s.
Yeah, bro.
It's like these people had so many years to actually fix something.
Yeah, but
and now it's like now you're gonna fix it now. Just
no, they didn't. They're not fixing
now?
Shit. They're not fixing shit. Like that's why I never understood why a lot of people like Trump or a lot of people like all these old fucks, bro. Like I don't care like where you at the political spectrum. Old people are fucking horrendous, bro.
Bro, I just found out the other day that the people that like the founding fathers of America were like 18, 21. Like the people that wrote the Declaration, literally like in their fucking 20s, 18. Like who was about 18?
Bro,
the people that wrote the Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, all that shit.
Yeah,
like,
bro. When you
it
realize,
was kids for real.
When you realize, bro, a whole bunch of 17, 19, 20, 21-year-olds are fighting the British, that's how you know like what we got going on right now is not working, bro. Like I'm not gonna say this out loud, but I'm gonna say this out loud right now. I really can't wait till these niggas kick the bucket. I really can't wait, bro. Because like once they kick the bucket and the next generation actually takes them into place, we're actually gonna start seeing changes.
That's if they don't corrupt us on the way there, though.
They're not gonna, because like think about it this way: we all are talking about it. You talk to anyone that's around our age, bro. We're all like, yo, bro, these motherfuckers are insane. But who's keeping them in power? Other old niggas voting them in. Like when you look at like who be voting the most, it's literally niggas over the age of 40. They're the only, because like we're everyone our age still working. We didn't really got no time to vote like that. We're not really deep into politics and shit like that. So you know what these old people do? They go into the voting box and they see a name that they've seen for the last like 30 years. It's like, oh, I'm gonna vote for that nigga.
It's a familiar name.
Yep. They don't know nothing about what the nigga's talking about. I'm gonna vote for that nigga.
I think they say Bernie was like the first one like that really brought young people out. Like he got young people involved in the political process.
And that's how Biden won, because like once Trump came into office, like there's benefits and negatives, but the biggest negative he did was make the country 10 times more divided. People like to forget that shit. No, Trump. Okay. Like that's the main reason why he got out of office.
Was that Trump or was that the media's coverage of him?
Everything. Okay. Like when you look at everything that man represented and shit like that, he was so decisive to the point that like it was the biggest voter turnout in American history. That's how you know that motherfucker was on some like different type shit. And like you see all the fucking shit that he's getting charged with now, like he wasn't a good person, bro. He was not a good person.
He got charged for paying off a porn star.
Yeah, bro.
Bro got some coochie.
hey, look. But let's not cap like that. But like, remember, like people forget that nigga was on the phone call with the niggas in Georgia talking about, hey, yo, bro, can you give me like 4,000 more votes? Can you give me 4,000 more votes? Like that, bro, who really calling niggas up to give them, and the nigga on the other side, who's Republican, was like, bro, I can't do that shit. Bro, please give me 4,000 more votes. And like, and he led a whole bunch of niggas to storm the cap. Bro, when I saw this shit, but I was 20 at the time. When I saw that shit happen, I was like, bro, what the fuck is actually going on? That's what I realized is like, yo, like I said, I don't care what you believe in with that nigga and shit like that. I really don't care. Like, I have a lot of friends in my life and a lot of close friends that I trust in my life that believes in Trump. But me personally, like seeing how he represents, not only him, what Biden represents and shit like that, what Bush, Barack Obama represents and shit like that, all the niggas are not good for us, bro. Like I said, it's just the older shit, bro. And when I tell people, bro, like once all these old motherfuckers, you got Elizabeth Warren, fucking 80 years old, fucking doing insider trading and shit like that.
Yeah, it's like they all have like $100,000 salaries, but are like fucking millionaires and live in these crazy houses.
Exactly, bro. So me personally, I'm sitting here like, dude, like that's why I say I'm ageist as fuck, because like if you really talk to an old person, bro, they're so disconnected from the world and how because like being young, we are in society in a sense that we're the main workforce. We're the main motherfuckers doing everything. These old niggas are just sitting back at their cribs, probably working one job, not even that, like probably for a couple hours out of the week, or probably landowners and shit like that because they bought 3 houses for like $2,000 back in the day. Like, let's be fucking real, bro. Like them niggas are living life like they living life very lavishly, and they're not in the woodworks with us. Like when I tell people, and this is one of my videos I'll talk about. When you talk to young Republicans and young Democrats, they have a lot of shit that's overlapping as well. Like, if you talk to a young Republican, bro, they believe in gay rights and shit like that. They believe like gay niggas should be in our country type shit. But you talk to older niggas, bro, they think that's like the next fucking bad shit that ever happened.
That was one of your similarities you said with poor whites and blacks, that he said they're both wildly homophobic.
Oh, yeah, bro, yeah.
That video was so funny.
Yeah, bro, it's so true. Like everything I said about that shit is so true. But that's the thing. I'm coming from a guy that actually lived throughout the United States. I lived in Kittery, Maine. I lived in Georgia. I lived in Oklahoma. I lived in Washington. I lived in the most conservative states, the most fucking liberal states. I lived everywhere, bro. So I lived in Hawaii. Like I lived where I've seen what America has, and in a sense that like there's a lot of fucking similarities, but most people don't see that shit.
There's a lot of similarities, but okay, what are some key differences you think between people in these different areas?
Oh, culturally, like let's say this like in a sense that like let's go back to the political shit. I'm not really a big political guy, but like if you talk to a liberal in Vermont, and a liberal in fucking California, it's totally fucking goddamn different. So a liberal in Vermont believes in gun rights. They believe in no restriction and shit like that. It's a blue state that has the most guns per capita than anything. Then you go to California, them niggas don't want to see a gun in a 50-mile radius, no, 50-foot radius type shit. And so like even when it comes to that, like if you talk to a Republican that lives in California, he's totally different than a Republican that lives in the deep South. Like there's massive culture, and that's the cool thing about America though. Like you go to the West Coast of California, it's totally different from fucking the deep South. It's totally different from the Northeast. It's totally different from Virginia. Like our country is so goddamn big that like there's pockets of different cultures and how they see the world.
I feel like America is definitely a melting pot, but like Virginia itself is like a big melting pot.
Oh hell yeah, bro! It's
like we have a little bit from everywhere around here. So we were talking about Trump a little bit. I feel like when Trump came in office, that was the first time I noticed that people demonizing the other side. Because if you think about like when we were younger, like growing up, the culture in America was always like you vote for who you vote for, I vote for who I vote for. We don't even ask each other who we voted for because it doesn't matter. We both still respect each other the same.
Exactly, bro.
So then that happened, and then that kind of rolled over to like other topics outside of Trump. Now it's like so whatever the hot topic is, each side is going to demonize now the other side. It's past the point of just a respectful disagreement. Now it's like you're evil, you're a demon just because you don't agree with me. And I don't like that.
And the crazy thing is, if you talk to anybody on either side, they're going to literally tell you, they're like, oh, my side doesn't do that. The other side does. Bro, both sides fucking do it. I believe in something called the horseshoe theory, in a sense that like you see politics as a horseshoe. So on the left side you got the left, on the right side you got the right, and I put a line in the middle. The further you go up on the left side, you start sounding the same as the right. You really do. Like, let's say this. Let's say this country is 100% blue. They're gonna ban everything that disagrees with them when it comes to sexuality, when it comes to religion, X, Y, and Z. But if all Republicans came to party, they're gonna ban every book that has like 2 niggas kissing. You know what I mean? Like both are very heavily into censorship. Both are heavily into like into their side, to the point that like they really do think that everyone else is bad. So you don't want to be above that line. You want to be below that line on the horseshoe and stuff like that. That's where all the average people are at. Like, yes, like
and that's the majority of us. Exactly. The majority of people are that in the middle.
But who's the most vocal though?
The extremes.
Yes, they're the
sides.
most vocal. So when I talk, like I said, like I'm more on the liberal side. I believe in a lot of liberal policies and shit like that. But like when I tell you I have a lot of common with a lot of my Republican friends in a sense, like when it comes to self-defense, when it comes to like, when it comes to like individual rights and shit like that. Like there's a lot of similarities, but like if you go on social media and shit like that, they think that every liberal is a fucking goddamn like sissy, and if you go on the fucking other side, they think every goddamn Republican is a Nazi. It's like, bro, like what's going on here?
We talked about this last episode too, I think, but that's part of the agenda too. It's they're bots.
Yeah,
a lot of those people online are. I think what's the name was telling us about it? It's called dead internet theory, and he was like that 80% of the stuff you see on the internet is not real. It's not a real person. That's crazy.
What do you mean not real person? Oh, so you're talking about like they are a real person, but they're reading off a script type shit?
No, or just like a bot, or just comments, like fake pages. Have you heard about this?
There's I never heard about this.
A lot of like, okay, for Facebook groups, they said like, I think it was like 70-80% of Facebook groups were Russian bot farms, which means it's fake accounts. It's bots that make fake accounts and comment certain talking points, and they argue with each other. And now if you go on Facebook, wherever you're at, it looks like all these different people are arguing about it. You get sucked into the argument. But it was never even real people arguing in the first place.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bot farms.
That shit's crazy. What the hell?
He was talking. He was telling us about Russia. How Russia has like
I can see Russia do that.
Top-notch facilities with people that just have like I'm an employee at this facility in Russia, and I want to influence America. So my job is just like the hundreds of other people that work there. I got like 20 accounts on my shit. I run 20 accounts. I'm making it look like all these people are commenting on these different things, interacting with different posts, trying to push certain narratives.
What the fuck?
That happens a lot, bro.
I didn't even know that. Yeah. I believe it too, because how fuck they fake this shit. The internet is, bro. I believe that shit.
But I feel like in recent times in the politics in our country, we've been so divided. So hopefully it's like, they say things bounce back and forth.
It's like a pendulum.
It's like a pendulum. So maybe something will happen. Hopefully it's nothing too bad, but that really will unite us.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I think the right president, it might take the right president. I don't know.
I'm telling you right now.
I don't think we have the options for that guy yet.
Our generation, that's when it starts going to start.
The right president can come along, because that's really, in my opinion, the president's number one job is to unite the country.
Exactly.
And
the last two
happening.
presidents haven't done that shit at all, bro. Last two presidents. Like, when you tell me that this nigga Biden's still trying to rerun for office, like, bro, get this dementia nigga out of here.
Can't even walk for office, bro.
Literally.
I think they asked.
Like, I'm sitting there like, bro, who was lying with this nigga? And the crazy thing, like I said, the people are voting them in.
Bro, eating the ice cream. You sitting back.
falling from staircases and shit like that.
What's his name? What's his name? Hunter Biden just got charged. I think he's about to do like 25 years or some shit.
Oh, for what again? For like cocaine and shit?
You know the laptop? Which they tried to say was fake for so many years while they were running. Turns out it was real. He was... I don't know who does this. It's like every time he ever smoked crack and fucked a prostitute, he recorded himself.
I know, bro.
He's doing
like, put that nigga in jail,
he was on some new shit. He had the Gen Z shake.
No, I didn't even know that.
And he had a Gen Z shake. So I don't fucking know, man. Like, yeah, he's about to do some time though.
No, yeah, bro. I don't know, and that's the thing. Remember, I'm telling you, bro. Like, people would think it's a left and a right issue. No, it's just the old. It's the old and the new issue.
They're on the same team too.
Yeah, literally. Like, when I tell you all these niggas hang out behind closed doors type shit, like, it's in the sense that, like, yo, these guys are so old and so empowered that they don't give a flying fuck no more. They really don't. Like, they will put on a facade, a little debate type shit, then they go home, drink martinis together. So, like, that's why I be telling motherfuckers, like, bro, stop thinking it's a left or right issue. It's literally an old people and a young people issue. It really is, bro. Because, like, like I said, when you talk to a younger liberal or younger conservative, they sound kind of, like, similar and shit like that. But when you talk to older conservative, older liberal and shit like that, they're on the extreme. And, yes, you do find those extremes at all ages. I'm not saying that you don't. But in the sense that, like, the extremes don't really hold too much power at all, because if the extremes hold too much power, you're gonna see crazy changes in America, which you barely ever do.
Okay, so I didn't really expect this politic rabbit hole we went to.
Facts. Man, I was thinking about this.
So you touched on, you kind of abandoned doing the YouTube videos. You were posting shorts because people have short attention spans. What kind of content do you consume? Do you consume long form content, or do you watch more short form? So you don't watch like long form podcasts or anything like that?
I do watch podcasts and shit like that. I do watch that shit, but like it's like 15-20% of my content. Like
day to day, you're on feed.
No, yeah. And the crazy thing is, like, I try to get away from social media and shit like that, and that's why I deleted TikTok. I post on these places, but I never.
I was gonna ask you that too. So you said you were going up on TikTok for a while there, then you stepped away from it. What kind of content were you making on TikTok at that time?
Oh, it was green. Like, it was comedy shit. It was straight comedy.
Was it like similar to what you're doing right now? Or?
Yeah. So basically, like, if you watch some videos that have my green screen in the background, like, I was literally in front of the green screen making little edits and shit like that. I will literally be in front, my whole body be there. I key out the green screen behind me, and I make a whole video like talk about random subjects and shit like that, from dating to like motherfuckers with foot fetishes and shit. Like, I'll talk about anything type shit, bro.
Yo, did you know that Lil B had a foot fetish?
Ooh, who?
We did a research and development segment, which I wasn't. What was the article? what was the article called? Was it Fader?
R&D of week.
He's about to look it up, but there was an article written about Lil B in like 2000, maybe like before 2010. He's about to look it up, but it was like Lil B, and it was like the history of Lil B and his foot fetish or something like that.
What the fuck?
So we were just researching that article on this.
Hey, what's your fetish, bro? What's a fetish that you want to tell the world?
Fetish. I don't really know if I have a fetish, like on some weird shit. One of my guilty pleasures, I'll say, I like picking my nose. I feel like that shit kind of.
Oh yeah, I like picking my nose. It can feel good. Okay,
that's like my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
And I had to.
I'll wash my hands afterwards though. I ain't gonna look at it.
Yeah, I had a what's the surgery called? I couldn't breathe through my nose like for my whole life that well, so I had that surgery where they like clear it up, and like ever since then I've been getting a lot of boogers.
Shit.
No Diddy. I don't even know if that was Diddy, but
one of the Diddy parties.
But yeah, Lil B had a foot fetish, man. You looking it up?
History of Lil B's obsession with eating pigeons and planes.
Pigeons and Planes article. What was it, like 2006?
2014.
Oh, 2014? Oh shit. Okay.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. So where do you? Because one thing, I don't know if you've seen our skits. Like I kind of want to evolve our skits into like doing like short films or something like that. Where do you see the evolution of the content you're doing right now going?
Okay. So this is under wraps, but fuck it, I'm gonna tell the world. I'm thinking about getting like a camper or RV type shit. Like no, not like that. Like a fucking extended roof van, and just traveling across the country and just doing shit. Because like I realized that renting's getting too expensive. Owning a home is getting too expensive, and what I could do on the go type shit. And you heard of Starlink before?
Yes, Elon Musk, like
you can
internet connectivity.
Internet
satellites.
anywhere type shit. That shit's actually mad good now. So I'm gonna.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't checked in. Last time I checked in with it was like slow, like super slow speeds.
No, depending on where. Yeah, if you're fucking middle Montana, yeah. But if you're in a city and shit like that, yes. But like you don't need to have like a set internet plan to be stable in one spot.
Okay.
So and the shit that I'm trying to do, I'm not trying to upload fucking crazy ass shit. I'm just trying to fucking like if you look at my videos, a lot of my stuff is like I shoot myself. I put it on my fucking computer and I edit that shit. So what I'm gonna think of doing is like sell it on my PC and shit like that. Get a souped up laptop, like one of those like framework laptops, and fucking just do that shit on the go type shit.
I haven't heard of that one, but I know the new MacBooks with the M chip.
Yeah, really bro. This is like
I have the M1 chip. Bro just got the one with the M3 chip.
Is that shit
like you
fast,
can pretty
bro?
much do whatever the fuck.
Bro.
I don't know if it's good enough to like mine Bitcoin on because I know that's really
I'm not trying
hefty.
to mine Bitcoin.
I'm saying that needs a lot of computer power.
You need a lot of GPUs and shit.
Yeah, but they do pretty much everything. Like it's dude was like opened up like I don't even know how many like you know how usually like if you try to edit something 4K it'll be like laggy.
Yep.
Dude pulled up like hella different 4K footage like all these different videos
and it was edited and mad quick.
Smooth as shit.
So yeah. So that's basically.
But what's the framework one? What's that?
Oh, so basically it's a modular laptop. Like you can like take apart. It's one of those. It's on pre-order right now. You can actually like take apart the laptop, add new USB ports, add a new graphics card and shit like that. Like I'm very like I built PCs growing up and shit like that. My first ever PC, the PC that I use to edit everything on, I built from scratch. Okay. Now I wasn't a nigga in the factory like soldering shit, but like the motherboard and shit like that together.
So now it's like laptop version of that.
Yeah. So essentially like if they come up with a new shit, they can put in that format and you just slide it into your laptop type shit. So I'm thinking about doing that shit because I can do everything on the go. And so that'd be a best way to save up money, live below my means, all that good shit. So like, yeah, when it comes to like the revolution of my content, one, I'm gonna make sure I really want to keep on doing the like red chair shit. I think that's like $1 million idea. Like going to places, interviewing motherfuckers, artists, local motherfuckers. They put their little sticker on to mark their spot, do their little 1 minute to a minute and a half little interview. Not even that. I'm probably gonna do the long form on YouTube for people that like the long form shit and do that. But also, I'm thinking about also doing my comedy shit, but make it more like I really want to do collaborations with other people, like make more like professional, like skits that's in my style in a sense. Okay. Like take my comedy ideas, the ideas I have up in here, and make it into like a skit type format type shit. But like I said, in my style, in my format, and all that good stuff. So that's like the progression I'm trying to get at right now. So where I'm at right now is just the start. I already have a vision where I wanted to go. It's all about execution at this point.
So you want to get this van. I feel like right now what you're kind of doing is honing in on your skill and figuring out your style and your vision to where you can now go and do it different places and different things.
Exactly, bro.
So I know you see yourself as an artist. Do you see yourself as a journalist?
You know, Haley, you had him on the podcast before. He said something about he made a comparison with the Red Chair series because I'm on my 15, 16 interview right now. It could be like the soft white underbelly. Mm-hmm. And Andrew Callahan and shit like that.
That's what I thought when you said ride around the country. I think he did that.
Yeah. So like, I don't think about.
But he was covering all these like obscure events that like people were interested in.
Yeah, like it'd be cool to do some stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure just yet. Like I want to stick to the interviews in the what's it called? And my comedy stuff. But like, yeah, once I get to an older stage in my life and like that shit's kind of burned out, I'll probably translate it to something like that. But right now, like I like what I got going on right here, right now. So that's probably where I'm going to focus on. But going back to, we talk about progression and shit like that. A lot of people think that you have to get good at something immediately. No, you don't, motherfucker. Like you can literally get, it takes a lot of time. Like my first ever video is totally different from the video I make now. But motherfuckers think that they gotta make the video, like they gotta make a good product right there, right now.
And they paralyze themselves thinking that because they just never drop.
Yeah, bro.
It's like, bro, it's not where I want it to be yet,
nigga.
but it won't never be really.
Yeah, if you look at all my videos, bro, there's something wrong with them. Like I said, like they're not perfect. But the moment I get a perfect video, oh my God, it's gonna be euphoria up here, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Like a lot of women think I'm weird from saying this, especially all the women I be fucking with. Like, when I get a good shot, when I get a good edit, when I get like a good, like, when I'm like doing my passion and shit like that, bro, it's better than sex, bro. That euphoria that got going on up here, bro, like, bro, I get excited for like a good like 30, 40 minutes. When you bust a nut, that shit like 30 seconds, a minute, if that.
You can't watch that nut back either.
You know what I'm saying? Wait, whoa, what?
I'm saying you can watch your video back.
Oh, yeah.
You can't like rerun the nut.
No, facts. Like you can relive that moment type shit, that euphoric moment. And so like that, I found my greater calling in life. I thought my greater calling was fucking bitches and getting money. Nah, bro. Like, if I don't make money out of this shit, bro, I don't give a flying fuck. If I don't get no women out of this, I don't give a flying fuck. I'm doing something that I'm really passionate in, that I really like and shit like that. And if I keep on doing that and other people fuck with that shit, yeah, I'm gonna get both things regardless, because I'm a horny ass nigga. But like, I'm not gonna. It's not my priority. Now it's not my priority. Back in the day, back when I was like 21, 22, yes, it was my priority. I was like, oh, bro, I'm gonna make money out of this. I'm gonna get all the bad bitches. I'm gonna do everything. Now, I can give two flying fucks.
Come on. So when is this van come? When do you think you're gonna start going on this trip?
Bro, I got a new job doing the flipping trucks at a distribution center, bro.
Flipping trucks?
Yeah. So flipping trucks is like basically unloading and loading that shit back. Okay. Yeah, so they were paying me like 1.1 to 1.5K per week. And like a lot of the fucking vans are already decked out with low miles and shit like that, or like $2 to $3 grand. They're not expensive at all.
You talking about like a Sprinter van, or what kind of?
Like a decked out like fucking like one of those old school vans with extended roofs and shit like that. Okay. Like yeah, I want to get some shit like that and just travel around and do that shit. Like sleep in the back of that shit. Fucking take showers at Planet Fitness and shit across the country. Me personally, like I'm not the type of person that I need a lot of things. I just need my fucking camera shit, and that's pretty much it. And the main reason why I wanted a decked up laptop and shit like that, because a lot of those vans, they do have like generators and shit like that in it, and some of them actually have showers and shit. So like me personally,
they got a whole that's a whole like genre of like van life.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to be the white person van life. I'm trying to be like artist van life. Like bro, I'm talking about like, oh, I'm going to the beaches and shit. Nah, bro.
Now they going to the parks. They going down to the woods and the forests.
Yeah, bro, fuck that shit. I ain't trying to. I mean, yeah, I want to see the country again, but like, it's not. I'm not getting the van to do that. I'm getting the van to like keep on pursuing what I need to do, because like, and yes, Virginia's gonna be my home base. I fuck with the state a lot, especially being an outsider coming in. I fuck with Virginia a lot, but there's better opportunities and there's better stuff also everywhere else. So like, it'd be cool to not only capitalize what's going on here, but capitalize what's going on in the country as well. And being too stationary and buying plane tickets is too expensive for me right now, to be honest with you.
Hell yeah, bro. Do you have anything else you want to touch on? Anything else you want to leave the people with? I'm excited to see what you do with the van. I told you, I feel like you're definitely one of my favorite creators out here right now.
Thank you, bro.
I think your style, you've cultivated a cool style that I think would mesh well with really any idea you do.
Yeah,
that's cool to see. Hell yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Like anything else you want to touch on?
Nah, not really. But hey, yo, to everybody, keep on fucking creating and shit like that. Just post that shit. I fucking hate when I've been in so many goddamn smoke circles, and this is the main reason I like to get on this podcast. I've been in so many goddamn smoke circles. A motherfucker sitting there talking about, oh, I gotta get back in the studio. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Nigga, just make that shit, dude. There's so many artists that fucking make shit off the garage band off their fucking phone, like Steve Lacy and shit like that. Yeah, bro. Like, there's so many motherfuckers that do a lot of cool shit, but a lot of people are too scared to fucking start, bro. Just fucking start that shit. Like, I wouldn't be here where I'm at today if when I hit my first hurdle, I was like, I don't know. If I see another artist doing something very, very well, I'm like, I don't know. Nah, nigga. I just keep on posting. I give a fuck what other people do, bro. Just keep on doing your shit. Keep on posting your shit. Share the world what's going on in your brain, bro, and keep on improving, bro. You should be good to go.
Come on. Hell yeah. I appreciate you, bro.
No, I appreciate you, man. This has been a fun experience, bro. Like, the studio, fucking crazy, bro.
I'm excited to do the red chair shit.
Oh, yeah, bro. I need to get you on that shit, too, bro.
Y'all see me in a red chair soon. Oh, yeah, also, we didn't even touch on, we got 2 Larrys in the studio right now.
Oh, yeah, bro.
It's
fucking
Larry,
bro. Fucking stealing my shit, word for word, bar for bar.
Bro, Larry on Instagram right now watching your content. He like, this motherfucking
No,
guy.
yeah, nigga.
He's
Yo,
like,
fuck
this
you,
guy
Larry.
wanna steal
Stop
my
stealing my
name.
name, nigga. I've been here since 99, nigga. Hey, I mean, you probably seen the universe and shit, but fuck you too, though.
Come on, hell yeah. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. All bros links will be in the description.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see y'all soon.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Yes, sir.
Come on.